Yeah, it's been super helpful. It's been a huge learning curve for us over the last 6 or months or so since we started doing this. We've had experience with hiring a VA before this, but it was like a direct hire with a recruiting company. Well, not even a recruiting company, just like a staff finder website, and a totally different experience with you guys, where you're doing a lot of the vetting, and you guys actually take into consideration what we're looking for and do the pre-interviews, and try and filter them out properly. And so yeah, it's been a huge experience. We've ended up replacing several of our on-site staff with the admin team that we've been building remotely, and it's been night and day as far as like the amount of people that we have to support our customer base and all that. So we ended up starting with adding for customer service, and then beyond the customer service, we realized that there's a bunch of seats on our team that we have just kind of left unfilled because we didn't really have the budget for it, and we tried to fill them before with people in house, and it ended up not working out. So we kind of just took a leap of faith of just hiring several people all at once and trying to onboard them, with you guys through Nuva, and it was a great experience. Like I think like several of them have ended up being like our best employees in the company, and so yeah, just really happy with that whole experience. So the biggest productivity is like increasing our response times to customers and not having like missed calls and that kind of thing. Like we have an email support and ticket support system that was constantly backlogged, that we were always scrambling to figure it out. And with having the extra people, we've been able to keep it 100% responsive. We ended up trying something new, which is adding one of the leadership team seats, which is more of a high level seat, not just assistant. That has actually worked out really good so far, and that's been like pleasantly surprising on how that's all worked out. Almost everybody that has come on has been familiar. I mean, we use some of the main platforms that everybody's used to, like Slack and and like Dialpad and that kind of stuff. But like we've had no issues with getting everybody up to date on our software. And with the VA thing, we've been able to get, I feel like, higher quality candidates at like about a quarter or a third of the cost. I think probably a quarter of the cost. So we've been able to overstaff, from what we probably would with in person. The con maybe on the virtual side is it takes a lot of work to build out like a way to build culture so they don't feel isolated from the company. 100%. It's been a great experience for us. And yeah, I referred you guys to a bunch of my friends who are doing it too, so I definitely recommend it. You guys have been super responsive. You take into consideration our concerns, and it feels like you're actively trying to find the best candidate and not just get it placed as soon as possible. And then the way that you guys do the contracts is the probationary period, the training period, and then the contracts have been super easy to work with and seamless.